Hi, welcome to my tutorial on a site called Neocities. Yay! Alright, I am your host for now, Siren Slushpup, for, this tutorial, and I'm gonna be teaching you how to use HTML and CSS on Neocities because apparently a lot of people can't read. Yeah, so here's how to use Neocities. Now, what is Neocities? Neocities is the successor to GeoCities, which was the successful site hosting thing, which was unfortunately bought by Yahoo, causing it shut down and everywhere else except Japan. Now, Neocities is just the fan-made successor, which is also a site host which teaches you how to use HTML and CSS. This is my personal site. Did I have to learn from the Neocity templates and tutorials? No, not really. I had to read a book from the school library, because if you're unaware, I'm a college student and I've basically learned from this from this book, but also I used some of the skills I had previously on my toy house just to make my own profile to add images. So what does this entire thing do? Well, this, my guy, gals, pals, whatever, this is the dashboard. The dashboard! Yes. And now you could download your entire site, mount the site as a drive, and also see the allowed file types. This is where all the files to your site will be. As you can tell, I have uploaded some images, have quite a few blogs up here already, have the index. This was supposed to be, before you click on the site, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet, which I'll probably learn to in a bit. But right now, I'm just here to teach, because apparently we all need to learn CSS and HTML. So instead of using the site template, I'm going to teach you by hand how to do this. So we go to a file called silly.html. Now, I like green on black. This is my favorite one. I don't know why they didn't allow me to use this on my laptop, because the homing theme, but this is my favorite way of how to program on the site, because I love the little hacker type aesthetic, along with the scene aesthetics. So now to write a paragraph, you press enter and then put in these small arrow keys, which is kind of like used as a parentheses. You use P. This is to write a paragraph or your main text for now. Let's say we want to say hot twa, I hate doing this, skibbity toilet or whatever. This is just for silly content. And once you're done typing whatever, you end it with a P. Always do this so your paragraph is shown. And as you can see from the side always keeps tracks of your mistakes. So if you make a mistake, let's see, image, invalid character and attribute name, okay, src, enter, unexpected character encoded attribute. We needed a tag, all that. This is just because this is incomplete, but I'll teach you how to put in images. Now this is just for headers and stuff, this is for the title of your site, basically the main focus of the site, because watch. If you go check the page here, silly stuff, for the silly page, this is just the main header. Now if you go to see any of these images, these are found on sites that I use for resources. There's also some funny images I upload in here. However, if you're going to use this site, let's say for images, I recommend keeping it under 1,000 pixels or else it will be too enlarged. Always compress your images. I'm sorry, but that's just the rules if you're using your own site for now. Unless if you know how to compress them down to keep the quality. Unfortunately, I don't. I use the image compressor sites, but haven't used that for this site yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a site from my downloads and go to my dashboard. Now I'm going to use basically like a funny relatable meme that I think would be very funny. I'm trying to look for a funny image because I have so many dumb images on here. They're all Sonic related, unfortunately. Alright, so I found the image that I want. Now, if I open the link in the new tab, I upload... No, not here. I upload the file that I basically want. I'm too busy uploading the site right now, so you might see some stuff. Apparently, I think. Nope, okay, we're good. So, if you go to Neocities, the Neocities file, and I should have renamed this to Gender Dysphoria just to make it easier on me. However, it's fine. I'm gonna rename that right now. Sorry if you're listening to me ramble. I am just finally figuring out how to use this site. Hold on. Wait, is there the Arch Linux one? Oh yeah, there's the Arch Linux one. Okay. Now, if I rename this one to Arch Linux.png, it would be uploaded. Alright. Now if I go to the very beginning of my files, Arch Linux will do that. Now, here you go. If I were to put this in the site, let's say image src. Now you're going to have to quote it, and then you have to link it to a directory. Put slash if it's in your files, and then you arch linux.png quote, then close your quotations, save it, and now if we refresh this silly site, boom, we have done something in HTML and CSS. Now, what about, let's say, anything basically like, I don't know, we want to upload a GIF, but you don't like uploading GIFs and you need to use a different site. Good thing is that you have to use, like, sorry, not have to, but you could use whatever site. I use this site. I don't want a discount. Okay. Now, this site is going to download, well, not download, but, you know, load all the GIFs and basically cool images, cool random graphics. Now, let's say this cat you find really silly. Now you copy the image link. Always copy image link. I'm using Firefox, by the way. This could vary, but on Chrome it would be copy image address. All right. Now I'm going to put I hired this silly cat to stare at you. And then image src, but you don't have to include the slash this time after the quotations because you will be using just the actual link. Yes, this is what the actual link to an image would look like. Now, if you save it, go to open the new tab, it would work. Now, what about CSS? CSS is very different and more complex than HTML because I have two different CSS files. These are just for This is for the chat table, or the chat room that I built in this. Well, it's not, I didn't personally build it, it's basically like a template in another site. But you basically use this basic chat box into your own site. It's for Neocities. I recommend it if you want to like make silly chats, or use Cbox, whatever, depends. Use whatever to your liking. Now this is what I use for my site. Now you might have, let's say, a different font than usual, such as colors, fonts, positioning of your HTML content. I put the text align in the center. This is originally to the left. And then you put the background color to black. I do that all the time just because it doesn't strain my eyes. I don't like having bright colors, like extremely bright colors without like a contrast, like contrast of black here. Like, I'm fine with bright colors, it's just that I get eye strain and headache sometimes. Now, the color, this is just a hex code to this hacker green color that I use on text. And then monospace, because I enjoy reading and typing in monospace. That's all you gotta know about Neocities so far. So I know you also need to make sure how to use links. Links are going to be easier, because if you like, say, you want to link, you want to link Haley Labs into the silly, here's how to do it, okay? Now, if I go here and then put P slash P, my hyperfixation, for real, and then you put a href. This is how you do your links. Do the same thing right here. Quote, end quote. However, you're going to put something after this, right? You're gonna have to put your text right there. Now here's how you put in your text. Now I'm gonna put, say, Haley Labs, and then do the end quote A there, and then yeah. Even though this isn't like my hyperfixation anymore, I still have to kind of do a little tribute to it. Now, if you do, let's say, save this, go back to silly. Now we open the link in the new tab. There you go. Now, there you go. We found the Haley Lab link. We successfully used a link in Neocities that we had built ourselves. Well, we didn't build the link, but you know, we just put the link in there. Now you know how to basically do all this stuff now. My suggestion to you is to build your own site, always experiment, and always try out new things. Also, if you have any questions, just Google them. You'll find way better tutorials than just me out here. Well, that's it, and yeah. Hope you enjoy this dumb thing I did. Oh yeah. Alright, bye-bye.